Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So did you know that as a part-time worker, as a student, as a full-time student studying in the UK, you can actually get jobs from Nigeria even before you arrive? Yes, it is very possible. It worked for me. This is not based on someone said. No, I actually got the job I'm doing now in the kitchen from Nigeria. So you see, it is very possible. If it worked for me, it can actually work for you. So without wasting much of your time, let us get straight into the video. Earlier, you can get a job from Nigeria. I'm not saying it is 100% guaranteed, no, but it worked for me. And I mean, if it could work for me, that means it can actually work for you. So these are the tricks, these are the things I did that worked for me. So, first of all, before listing the jobs where the websites where you can get these jobs, I would like to tell you that if you're coming in February, if you're coming in May, if you're coming in September, it is very, very possible to get a job before coming. All you need is that SIM card. You know that UK number, that's UK SIM card given to us at CLX during biometrics. If you have done your biometrics, I would advise that you follow these steps. It can work, yes. So these are the things you need. You need that UK number, and also give it some time. Like if it's only when you have applied for your visa or after, yes, after, when you have applied for your visa, this is when I would advise you to do this, because you don't want to apply 6 months to your coming or 4 months to your coming. That will be too early. But you can still start. Yeah, that will be too early because they might call you, and what will you do? You're still back in Nigeria. They won't retain a job for you when you're still like 4 months into your visa application. So that SIM card that will be given to you during TLS will come in very handy. Another determining factor that will really help is to have an address. If you have sorted your accommodation out, it will really, really be of help. And or if you have somewhere you can squat, maybe for weeks, or if you're going to be staying with your friends and family, you can actually use their address at least temporarily. Then when you get a job, you can now change the address. But remember, whichever address you're going to use has to tally with where you are applying for these jobs, because you don't want to apply for a job in let's say London, for instance, and then you're schooling in Newcastle or you're living in Newcastle. You see that worlds apart. So you want to apply for a job within the vicinity of where you are going to be staying, within the vicinity of where your school is, in the town where your school is, and where you're going to be staying. Well, it doesn't really matter if it's even within where you're staying, but at least let it be within the vicinity of this county or the city you're living in. You can apply for jobs in Sunderland if you're living in Newcastle, or you can apply for jobs, just spread your horizon, just, spread your wings. The world is limitless. Just spread your wings. Opportunities are out there. You need to just explore and get the right information. So the work I'm doing now in the kitchen, like I said, I got it from Nigeria, and these were the things I did. Firstly, after getting that UK number, I tried to open a bank account, but that doesn't really have anything to do with the job, it doesn't. But you need the bank details for other things. So getting an online bank is also important, but it doesn't stop you from getting a job, because they don't need those bank details yet. So the first thing you need is that number, that UK number you're going to be given at TLS. It is very important, because you're going to be putting it on your CV and also the address of where you're going to be staying. So if your address is not guaranteed yet, this might not really work for you. But if you have a place you're going to be staying, or you have someone you're going to be staying with, if you're going to be using a hotel, if you're going to be staying in a hotel for, let's say, a week or two, or Airbnb, this can also work, as long as the hotel is within the city you're going to be living. If the Airbnb is in the city you're going to be living, you can use their address at least to secure a job before coming. just to save time, so that when you come, there are less things to do. You know that, okay, job is taking away, and also you can focus on other things and start making money, because those bills are going to start running the moment you come in. They won't wait for you. Those bills are going to start running, so you want to get as much save as much time as possible before you even arrive at home. So after I got the SIM card from TLS, I changed my CV. I put it on my CV, and I also put my email address. Just put something they can contact you. You and I know they cannot contact you on that number, but just put it there, just so that they can know that you have a UK number. So I put the UK number on my CV, and also put the address but thankfully for us, we had gotten an accommodation there, so I was able to use the address. So put the address of the accommodation or hotel, Airbnb, anything. Just make sure it's a UK address. Put it on your CV, and also have different CVs, because you're not going to be applying for only one type of job. You can apply for different jobs, and when you get stable, you can now move to other kinds of job that you feel befits you. So after doing that, I put all those things on my CV, and then I started applying aggressively. I started applying on these UK job websites aggressively. So the first website that you can go to apply on is Total Jobs. Total Job is a very, very good one. You subscribe, you use your email address to subscribe, and then when there are vacancies, they'll notify you when there are job vacancies. So you can apply there, put the kind of job that applies to you, if it's care, if it's kitchen, if it's factory jobs, just put it there, and they'll contact you whenever there are vacancies. So Total Jobs, I'll put the link on the screen and what the website looks like, so that you will know when you download it. So Total Jobs is a good place where you can get jobs. Then another website is Indeed Flex. I really love Indeed Flex because, like the name implies, it is very flexible. Like, you can manipulate things on this website. Just it's just really nice. Go to Indeed Flex and put in the kind of job, your location, the salary you're expecting. All those details, your email address, and also just keep searching, and you are good to go. So another website where you can apply for job is Indeed. Remember, there is Indeed Flex and there's ordinary Indeed. Trust me, guys, I got my job on Indeed. When they say, oh, these websites, oh, you can't, it's really hard. No, there's nothing like that. The job I am still doing now, it was gotten from Indeed. I got the job. The vacancy just popped up one day, and I applied for it because I had already put it there that, okay, this is the kind of job I'm looking for. And once there are vacancies, I get notified. And that was how I was able to apply for this. So the last website that I know of, I know there are tons of them out there, but I'm going to be listing just this for the purpose of this video, and you are good to go. So the last one I would like to mention is CV Library. CV Library is also a good one. You're just going to put in your CV there, and once there are vacancies, your details basically, and once there are vacancies, they'll notify you and call you for interview, and that's it. You start working, so that's it, guys. So this was how mine went. After I changed my CV, you just want to try and change your CV to the UK format. First of all, you have to change your CV to the UK format. You can't use your Nigerian CVs with date of birth, your picture. Well, for the picture part, it depends, but really nobody is interested in seeing your fine face. It doesn't matter to them whether you are fine or not, but it's up to you. If you want to put your picture on your CV, it's totally up to you. It doesn't rule it out, it doesn't disqualify you. No, it's a matter of choice. There's UK formats that also allow for pictures, but there are other details that they don't need to be aware of, like your date of birth and all those things, your hobbies. Just try and follow the UK CV format, and you're good to go. So after I apply, I uploaded my CV on Indeed. I applied for various jobs, and one of them contacted me one day via email. I just got an email. Bear in mind, I knew that number I put on that CV wasn't gonna go. I knew, but somehow I just wanted to risk it. I said, okay, at least if they can't get through to me through call, they'll be able to get through to me on my email. So I put the email address there, and lo and behold, they contacted me and said, "Oh, we've been trying to call you, blah 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 blah. Your number is not reachable, and this is us sending email, just trying to confirm that you applied for this role, blah blah blah." And I replied them and said, "Yes, my number didn't go because I'm still in Nigeria." Meanwhile, we were to arrive in the UK on the 21st of August, and I applied for this job sometimes in July. That was after our biometrics. No, biometrics was in June. I applied in July. You remember, that was 3 weeks before our arrival to the UK. So they contacted me sometimes in July and said this was 2 weeks before our arrival. So they were like, "Oh, we've been trying to call you and your number is not going, blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Oh, sorry." I had to tell them the truth at that point. There was nothing to hide. If they'll give me, they'll give me. If they will not give me, they will not give me. So I said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I am still in Nigeria at the moment, but I will be arriving in the UK on the 21st of August. If you don't mind retaining the job for me." And they were like, "Okay, that's fine." As I come into the UK and get my NI number, and all of those documentation, I should contact them and let them know so that they can book a date for interview. And that was it, guys. That was how we sealed everything. I was like, okay, no problem. So immediately I got into the UK after getting my documentations done, and thankfully, as God will have it, I got everything ready under 1 week. The NI was ready within a week, the BRP was ready the following day, and other bank details and all of that. So I was able to even go there earlier than I thought I'll be able to go. So we arrived on the 21st, and I went to submit those documents. By the end of August, I had done the interview, and on the 3rd of September, I had started working. They were done with everything, the documentation, the details, and everything. So by September 3rd, I started working there as a chef. So you can see, you can actually get a job from Nigeria. Just let them know that you're still in Nigeria. You can even send them an email that if they don't mind, oh, you're going to be coming in so time, so day, and please, if they don't mind booking a spot for you, just be honest with them. Let them know that, okay, this is what it is. You can't put your number there and the number is not going through. You have to still send them an email and say, if they don't mind, you're still in Nigeria, but you're going to be arriving at so day. That worked for me. I'm not saying it's 100% guaranteed for everybody, no. But since it works for me, it can work for you as well. So many opportunities out there that you can explore. So this was how it went for me until now. I'm still working with them. So bear in mind also that you need your bank details if you want everything to be fast. You can actually get a Monzo account or a Revolut account from Nigeria. So as long as you fill in their forms, go to their website and fill in everything correctly, just so to hasten the whole process of documentation. So when you arrive, your card is arriving with you, or if not, you can just chill till you come. These things don't really take that much time, but you need your bank details also for your work documentation. At least they'll be paying your salary somewhere, so you need your bank details. Also, I would like to also tell you that you can widen your horizon, you can spread your tentacles, guys. There is no limit to these opportunities. There are no limits to these opportunities. Because you're a student doesn't mean there are no jobs that you can do. I know people go out there and say, "Oh, care is this." I know care jobs have prospects. Yes, that is not to rule out care jobs, but there are also other jobs that you can do as a student, as a full-time student, and as a part-time worker that are different from care. Yes, for me now, I stated that I work in the kitchen as a chef. There are other jobs you can do. There are kitchen assistant jobs. Kitchen assistant is basically a job role that entails arranging things in the kitchen, just to make sure everything works properly. You arrange plates, you wash plates. Sometimes you wash plates, but you're not using your hands. Of course, there are dishwashers. You're just going to arrange them in the dishwasher, and the dishwasher is going to wash it. But there are other things too involved. You're going to wash plates, you're going to arrange things. Sometimes they even prepare desserts. Yes, kitchen assistants are just basically assist the chef to make this job easier. So there are other jobs you can do as a student. Some of them pay £10 per hour, some £11 per hour. So don't limit yourself. Don't follow the bandwagon. No, not everybody must do care. And not only care jobs give sponsorship. Yes, it is not only care jobs that give sponsorship. Chef jobs also give sponsorship, but these things are not popular. But this is another story for another day. We will address this matter on another day. But for today, let's just focus on the kind of jobs you can do and how you can get jobs from Nigeria. Okay, so there are jobs you can do as a student that are totally different from care jobs. You can work in a warehouse, although lately some of them, like Amazon, don't take students. For some reason they prefer full-time workers, because they know that there are tons of people out there that will apply for full-time. So why would they take someone that's only part-time when they know they can get people that will work for them for 40 hours per week? So it's kind of more beneficial for them to just take full-time workers than take students. But lately it's really rare to find warehouse jobs, Amazon jobs, sorry. There are other warehouse jobs you can do. You can work in Sainsbury's, you can work in the range. There are different warehouses that you can work as a student. Yes. And also your dependents can also work in different places that are different from care homes. But somehow, if you're planning to retain your stay, if you're planning to extend your stay in the UK after your studies, you want to also do these care jobs because you need these experiences, especially if you want a career in care or support. You need experience in care. UK experience, they don't even care how long you have worked in care, where you are coming from. They just want, I mean, for support now, they want UK experience, at least 6 months UK experience. So if you're applying for support jobs, you need to have worked in the UK for some months before they can take you. So you want to, if you have prospect, if you have a career to build in care, you can start from care, then from there you move to support. So I'm not discrediting care jobs. You can do care jobs. And there are also other jobs that you can do. You can work in a warehouse. You can work as a kitchen assistant. You can work as a chef. Even if you are not a professional chef, guys, trust me, you can be employed as a chef. All you need to do is restructure that CV. Just restructure that CV. And guys, trust me, it will work. These people don't even care how many years experience you have or what you were doing in your country before you came. As long as you are going to be employed, they will still train you in their own recipe. They will still teach you their foods because they know that your kind of food is different from what you're going to be preparing for them. If you're going to be employed in a Mexican restaurant, for instance, except if you worked in a Mexican restaurant or a Chinese restaurant or an Italian restaurant back home in Nigeria, even at that, they will still train you in their own recipes here. They'll still train you how to make their food. So all you need to do is just get that CV right. Trust me, just get that CV right. Just do it in a way that, okay, it doesn't matter if you're professional or not. They don't care. Even the culinary school I put there, they didn't even, it doesn't matter. They didn't ask for my certificates from the culinary school. That's to tell you that they are really not interested. All the interviews, the chef interviews I went for, at least I went for, like, even after starting the one I started that I'm doing now, I still went for other chef interviews. Those ones pay better. I thought, okay, maybe I could try other places. And none of them, I tried like four of them, and none of them asked for my culinary certificate. So it doesn't matter to them. All they used was my CV. So just restructure that CV. If you have a flair for kitchen, if you have passion for the kitchen or cooking in the kitchen, for instance, you can just structure your CV in a way that, oh, I've worked in so kitchen, or you can just call the name of your house and say, okay, this is your kitchen. and say you have worked there for 15 years or you have worked there for 7 years. Just name it something. It really doesn't matter if it's a restaurant. They don't care. All they want to know is that, okay, you have some basic culinary experience, how to handle a knife, all those things, what to use, what color of board for, and all those things. So it doesn't matter whether you went to the most expensive culinary schools in the world. So please apply for these jobs. There are opportunities out there. You can do kitchen jobs. You can even work as a chef, even if you are not a chef. Yes, because it doesn't matter to them. Why? Because they will still train you for months, and before you get accustomed to their menu as well, it will take a while, obviously, because where we are coming from is different. The kind of dishes we have back home is different, so they will still train you. So it doesn't matter what you're bringing in from where we are coming from, they will still train you. So you can work in the kitchen as a chef, you can work as a kitchen assistant, you can work in a warehouse, you can work in care homes, you can do support work, you can do remote jobs. Yes, you can work in a bank. Now, this applies to your dependents because these bank jobs don't take students. But your dependents can do bank jobs. You can work in Barclays. You can work in Lloyd's Bank. You can work in Halifax and all of these banks as customer representative, customer care person. Yes, you can do remote jobs as well. I know people that are doing bank work. I know people that we came together in September and they are working in a bank right now, remotely. So there are jobs you can do. There are varieties. All you need to do to get is just information, the right information, and go and apply the right way and get that CV right. You have to get your CV right because it starts from there. Everything starts from your CV. So I'm going to put my CV out there for you guys to see. Those of you that need it, you can take it and use it. Just structure it in a way that will appeal to them and say, okay, this is what we want. So you can use my CV to just structure your own. That's if you're interested in working in the kitchen. Kitchen jobs are not, is not, although they are stressful, let me not even lie to you. But if you have passion for it, if you have passion for cooking and all those things, or you want to gain experience in the kitchen, or you want to also build your CV, because chef jobs also give sponsorship. Yes, if you want to also build your UK CV and say, okay, you have worked in the kitchen for a while, you need to do these jobs. You need to just manage and at least get the bills paid. You need this money. So that's it, guys. I hope this video has really been helpful, and you need to do these things and get that bills start rolling, because these bills will not wait for you. These bills will be running. They will not wait. So the moment you come, you want to get going quickly, quickly. I know it is God that crowns all effort. It's not by how quick or how tactical, or I know it's not by how quick or how strategic you are or how smart you are or how proactive you are. You need God on this journey. But at least do your part and know that you will leave the rest for God. Know that you have tried your best. Okay, so guys, I wish you all the best, and don't forget to explore. Don't forget that this world is full of opportunities for us to explore. All you need to do is explore and you are good to go. Okay, then lastly, don't forget to apply for jobs within your vicinity, within your county, within your city. You don't want to work in Newcastle and your school is in London. So please, you can do this. Just try and restructure that CV before you come. Get that SIM card from TLS and put it on your CV. And your email address, your active email address, the one you check every day, because they will contact you. Okay, so please, thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful, and if you really love it, please share, like, comment nicely, and also click on the notification bell, please. And remember, this year we are not skipping ads, guys. Please, we are not skipping ads, and please help this channel to grow. This channel must grow this year. Please, I am begging you, please. Thank you so much. Until I see you in my next video, please take care of yourselves and God bless you. Bye bye.